I don't know what I could say on this, guys. Hey guys, KingLick86 here. Um, I'm sure you guys have seen the tweets. That tweet about when Ashley was doing baking cookies and such. Um, he brought up Swift's name when Ashley was trying to think of that killer's name, Jeffrey Dahmer, of course. That new show that came up. Um, that got upset. That made her upset, guys, and that is really sad to see right there. And also, I've watched. Also, Jesse did put up a video that he had one of the guys actually edit, and it was all the cameramen, the cameraman competition, and there's one that Emily did not like was the fact that Jesse used a video of him as a man, of him a man, and not as Emily. I understand, guys. Think about. I want to say something right there. I understand the fact that we knew what we how he was as a cameraman. We saw him as Swift UAV. Yeah, Jeff Saxton. Obviously, yes. But that's changed. That's not Jeff Saxton anymore, guys. That is Swift UAV and also Emily Saxton now. You know, guys, I did a reaction video when I watched him say I'm a transgender and I'm a her. And I want you guys to understand when I heard that, I was like, wow. You know, I've seen a lot of my friends who actually were men and then went to women and women went to man. I mean, guys, it's a choice. You guys feel like you're not when people feel like that they're not being who they're meant to be, it hurts. You can see them struggle and also thinking all the bad stuff, thinking that man, I can't keep lying to myself. You know, that's the thing. Uh, I just can't believe what I watched. Uh, Guys, I have a friend, Brittany Duke. I'm sure you guys remember. You remember Brittany Duke? I've seen her at VidCon along with Mcjuggernuggets and also Swift UAV. And we also seen her breaking into their house in that video. Um, I had a feeling that was her because I recognized her voice. She actually sent me the video of Keemstar's podcast yesterday, of last night, and I didn't know about it because I worked last night. I was closing that day. I closed last night and I just got off at 6 a.m. Um, I watched it and I'm hearing two guys, a guy and a girl. Sorry for saying that. We're hearing the Juggernuggets and Emily Saxton yelling at each other over what's going on, and you know what I find very odd, and I just don't understand why that didn't pop up. I did. We've heard them arguing and arguing. Him bringing up stuff that Swift's done in the house. You know, putting estrogen in their food, and also trying to hit on Ashley. And I gotta say, guys, I mean, we've seen in videos, we've seen a lot of videos that these guys have done. You know, with kid behind the camera trying to hit on Bridget, of course, and that was a joke. I mean, people gotta understand when it's a joke, you laugh at it and then you forget about it and then you feel sorry for it. That's what you're supposed to do. And I just couldn't believe what I heard. I really couldn't believe it. I'm going to give you guys an idea because I started listening to this podcast and I just could not believe what I heard.
Can you hear me? Yes.
Here.
Emotionally. She lives here in the house. Every night we would talk, and I would make sure I literally helped her come out with a video to make the audience understand too, because it's not. It was just my idea, though. Whose channel was it on? I literally told you, hey, we should make a video for your audience to be able to understand and accept me. And I told you the day I published my video, oh, hey, you could publish it the same day. It's classic you to make all this shit's your idea. So I said it just to make it go over better with the audience because not everyone's going to understand. So if you had now you're taking credit for my fucking coming out and me telling you, hey, you should.
All right, guys. Now think about this. She's the one who actually posted the video first, and as we've seen this video right here, the one that I'm using as an example, reacted to my best friend coming out as transgender. My best friend of 5 years comes out as transgender to me. And think about this, guys. Emily, if you watch the video, I'm sure that she literally explained everything about, coming out or what it's like to be a transgender. That's the thing. She made it perfectly clear on how hard it was. Like I said in the beginning of this video, it's hard to, come out or try to accept who you are or who you're meant to be. That's the thing. I just don't understand how friends like this would argue with each other. They were literally. You guys heard the video? I would love to do the video thing on Keemstar, but I don't want to get copyright on that point. But hey, Keemstar is a good YouTuber, despite of everything that's happened. What's going on now? You want to know what's really funny about this? Keemstar and his buddy were literally laughing at these two. They're arguing about, oh, you heard me do that. I'm hearing some things that we don't know much about. Like I said, guys, they lived in that house, the rigid house. So we don't know exactly what's going on in that house, despite of what's going on. Away from the cameras. I mean, think about this. We've heard like we've seen how Ashley and Jesse broke up with each other on certain points because think about this. We've heard like I said, we've heard both sides of the story. We've heard Jesse's side and then we heard Ashley's side, saying that she wasn't able to talk to her friends or do this or that. He had to be the main focus, and we didn't hear that from Jesse at all on that point, saying that what's going on, what's happening. I mean, if you guys seen through the videos, you guys saw exactly that something was going on between these two. Like when they went over Lance's house and they met his new girlfriend slash fiance Julia. That we've noticed something right there that we've seen how Jesse act. You know how Jesse acts around Lance. We all know that. But that he was joking about it. He joked on that point, acting like that. But there are some things that it makes it uncomfortable, and I'm sure Jesse tells him that I want to make a video. Can you do this for me? I'm sure that he does that because think about this. After when that happened, or actually this was years before that, when Lance was still with Lizzie. On that point when he came over to his house, he was getting in his bed or tried to kiss him in his room, all that other stuff. After that, we've seen the Halloween film with Lance. When Lance posted on his YouTube channel, they all had a Halloween party. He dressed like the Joker. Lizzie was dressed as Harley Quinn, and every one of his family members were mostly like Batman, Catwoman, even Wonder Woman, and also Bane, and everybody else. And the way that Jesse was acting in there, he's like, "Hi, I just got his camera. I'm gonna try to hook up with him," and they were literally having fun. You could tell right there that there was something there that it was like it was all a joke, and I hope you forgive me for it for taking it this far, and that was it. So, what changed? What changed here? That I don't know. What I'm seeing right there, I'm sure you guys seen my tweets saying that I think that what we're seeing here is that he posted a video of the cameraman, and he put him at not as Jeff Saxton, not Emily Saxton. It's like, why? How come we can't see? How come we didn't see that on that point? I don't know. I just guys. I grew up watching these guys. I watched their YouTube channels. I've watched their videos. I've reacted to their videos. The reason why I do that is because I want to give my opinion on what I'm seeing. I mean, I've told that to Jesse. I've told that to Swift, and I find it odd that YouTubers that um, literally changed our lives, made us believe in ourselves, are literally yelling at each other over stuff that happened. And I didn't. It's funny. I've heard all these arguments. I've heard all through Keemstar's thing. I've heard every single argument. The only thing I did not hear was two words. I'm sorry. I didn't hear anything from that. I mean, not from Jesse and not from Emily. I want to say that. Well, I, to me, I don't. I have. I'm not taking sides here. I think both of them should apologize for everything that's going on between them, despite what they've been through over the years. I mean, during COVID, during them living in the house. I'm sure, like I said before, guys, we don't know exactly what happened in that house. We don't. So we can't judge, like, we can't just go by hearsay, like what Jesse said on there, saying that, oh, he put estrogen there in the house. He tried to hit on Ashley. There was like a lot of things. I want you to take a listen here.
Well, that's because Shallows fucking try to do the same shit. They're bitter. They're not in the circle anymore. You got Regina. I don't care less about being in your circle. With all the people that you're currently like friends with and trying to all do the hate bandwagon with, they all talk shit on you. They fucking hate your guts. Really? All right, let me add Michael then. Let me add Michael, who's been actually one of my fucking supporters. I prefer not to talk to fucking Mike, dude, because he's not even fully relevant to me and you. The fact that you dragged all these other people into it was because you couldn't stand on your own two fucking feet. To bring so what? Do you want me to just keep getting punched in the face?
If I could interject real
of shit from my house, he's actually a fucking criminal, and I could press criminal charges on this guy.
On who?
Nick Regenis.
Okay, one of the people that we played here.
One of the people. Another one, Miguel, fucking didn't pay rent to me for months and then has a fucking hate boner because he, like, fucking made mistakes. Like, sorry, guys.
Okay, Jesse, but here's the thing. You made a claim that he brought all these other people because he couldn't stand on his own 2 feet and da-da-da-da. What I know of the situation is that he was going to them privately saying, like, I'm hurt, this is what happened, da-da-da-da. Like, that's how the other people got involved.
Right there. Now, guys, I'm sure you guys have seen the tweets saying that Boogie's not friends with Jesse and unfollow Jesse. Mike unfollow Jesse. Well, thanks to Brittany Duke, she brought me up to speed, and I actually looked it up, and I found out it was true. She's asking friends for support about what's going on and what Jesse has done on the joke thing, guys. Guys, when you have friends, you're supposed to go to them when you have a problem. You go to them for support. And if they don't give you support, then they're not really your friends. But if they do give you support, then those are the friends that you hold on to. I mean, like I said, I'm not taking sides here, but why are these guys arguing with each other? They're throwing stuff at each other, which is irrelevant to what's going on. I mean, think about it. It's like we're seeing two kids in a playground fighting over a swing, or fighting over who wants to go down the slide first. That's basically what it is. Sorry, guys. I feel like I'm losing my voice. Well, my throat is dry. But let's get back to that. This could have been blown over a lot, very easy by just saying, I'm sorry for making the joke. And Swift should apologize for. Uh, Come to think of it, I mean, this wouldn't have happened if Jesse hadn't posted that joke. It said that in a joke while Ashley was trying to remember what the name of that killer was in the show. Not blaming Ashley, because Ashley has nothing to do with this. But to me, like I said, I heard that joke, and I've seen how hurt Swift was when she heard that. And what's funny is, I didn't see a single tweet saying from him that, oh, I'm sorry, this or that. I'm not trying to get in there, but there's only one person that I would actually love to have a conversation with, and that's Uncle Larry. Well, Larry, actually. I just find it very unusual on that situation that um, Larry knows everything, guys. I would go to Larry on anything. I mean, hell, he's helped me out with a lot of things, guys, and he is a great friend. Let's see. I'm just tweeting him right now. Hey Larry, I just watched Keemstar's live stream from last night, and Jesse and Emily were arguing over the phone. And oh, GameStar. I love the fact that my mic does not pick that up. But here's the thing, guys. Oh, you know what's also crazy about that video of Keemstar's live stream? Now, after when that was done and Emily was off the phone, he literally was talking about Storyfire, and also what's funny is he actually brought up about like, why are you trying to pull this narrative saying that, oh, there's deck chair and everything. Let me see.
The exact thing that Jesse lied to us about.
What?
Because you don't listen. You're just going off. You're not even listening to what I'm saying.
Chris, we need chat. Okay, well, I'll listen. Go ahead.
Watch. Listen.
Okay. So, Brian and I partner together as founders to run the company. He gets the lion's share. He gets like a fuck ton of equity, and I put in money and I earn more equity. It got, by the end of me and Brian's run, I had like maybe 47% in the company, and he had like 51%. And then you guys had some percent, something like that, right? We tried to raise money during the course of 2020. It was a lot harder given the pandemic, and unfortunately, the retention dropped off for users because the marketing.
Let me stop you right there. The reason why you didn't raise money is because they went and looked at your code and they're like, "Oh, you're using Vimeo stuff."
No, actually, we had conversations with every VC under the sun. We came very close with Comcast. We came very close with a few venture funds. And the thing that came back to was I put around $400,000 that summer to get creators in and to pump the numbers. The numbers were massive. We went trending. We were
Jesse,
viral.
Coming very close is like appearing on Shark Tank. But if you don't leave without a deal, it doesn't mean shit.
If you know anything about the VC round, which I don't expect you to, and you weren't on any of the fucking calls, if you understand that once you get into the fourth meeting with Comcast for tens of millions of dollars, then you understand, yeah, you're fucking pretty close to deal terms.
You hear this, guys?
Jesse, I do have a problem with you refusing or just not acknowledging that, and kind of not doing the people that bought into you and your vision with Storyfire. At least letting them know that you cannot, buy out.
Me and Mike, own a part of Storyfire.
Yeah.
I think legally still, right?
Watch.
So like
it is in beta. I'm not fully up to date with what Deckchair is planning or all that. I just saw in the community that people were cashing out their Blaze for Polygon.
Okay, real quick though, me and Mike, we still own part of Storyfire, I believe,
Correct.
So isn't it like our legal right to know who owns the company?
You guys technically can contact John, and if you guys want, if we're finally talking again, I can put you guys in touch with Deckchair, so you guys can start working with. If you want to work with Storyfire, or if you just want to know what's going on, I'd be happy to connect you guys.
Yeah, I said legally, but that's not what I.
How much would your cash out be? You think?
$7?
You my part of Storyfire for $2.81.
Dude, come on, Jesse.
What? Did I you think out of anyone, the guy who put in millions of dollars in like 5 years of work and sacrifice you found, don't you think I would be the one upset here?
I don't know that you put in millions of dollars. I don't trust you.
Wow.
But, Kim, how much money do you think it costs to build a fucking social media app from fucking scratch? You've developed games. You've built games. You know.
Yeah, as you guys know, Keemstar has done games.
Storyfire,
He built games, let me tell you, and they go perfect.
I'm running numbers. I'm trying to figure out how many people are on the platform, all this, coding it. I'm going to go roughly with... I could do that same exact thing for under $1 million.
Wow.
Close.
Running an app.
950K I could.
What's the average salary of a developer?
You can have that stuff coded per job. It's not really a salary.
I mean, that's a huge range of coders. I mean, there's like 800 coders.
You would have like
Now, as you guys heard, Jesse really you could hear Keemstar and his buddy are saying that they don't really trust him on saying that he did put millions in there. Now, guys, we don't know that. I know we see tweets saying that they do put money in there and also saying that they're bankrupt and things like that, because we've seen a lot of videos where we thought maybe he was kidding. But after when we see that he found a bag of money on all that other stuff, we've seen these videos, it makes you wonder, like, wait a minute, is this real? Or is that really Jesse's money, or is not really broke? I mean, he's a storyteller, guys. He's trying to make the audience go into it. I want to say, guys, that look, Jesse is the one who helped me. Like I said what I said at VidCon when I seen him, it was true and it was straight from the heart. I almost gave up doing this because I felt like when I do these videos, I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. But then when I watched Psycho series and I watched him as Psycho Kid, never giving up, going to pursue his dreams, that made me want me to be better than I was before any of this happened. Before I started this YouTube channel. Like I told him before, I do these reaction videos because I like to talk about how I feel or what I like to put myself into that situation. But now, as you guys, over the years, now I've done this since 2014. And it just passed my anniversary. Now I've done this for almost 8 years now. And it was the best 8 years of my life. And I wouldn't change it for the world. And Jesse helped me out with that. And also when I've seen Swift, it was cool to see him there because it was really amazing that out of everything that happened. Oh, hey, Larry just messaged me. Hang on a sec. Yeah, I heard from Jesse today. Hopefully it's done with. Well, here's the thing. Now, Larry just wrote, yeah, I heard from Jesse today. Hopefully it's done with. Now, I've heard both of them arguing over the phone, and I heard them both throwing things at each other that are irrelevant. The only two words I did not hear from either side is I'm sorry. These guys are supposed to be friends. Actually, let me delete that. Jesse and Emily are supposed to be friends. And they shouldn't treat each other like this. This wouldn't have escalated this badly if there was an apology for it. That came from what happened. There. Now I just gotta wait till Larry writes back. But guys, that's what I'm saying. I'm doing this because I'm getting my point of view, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan, and I find it very sad on the point that these two are arguing with each other over a comment. even a comment that he said, I'm sure Jesse felt bad for saying it, but he has to understand. He has to understand that when you make a joke like that, usually when you say "I'm kidding," "I'm sorry," but I've seen a lot of people do that, and even when Jesse was making fun of was having fun with Lance, joking that he's this type of person. He said, "Do you ever get in character?" He says, "Look, I'm sorry, I'm joking." He could do that for him. He could do that for, well, I don't know about Boogie because Boogie takes things to the next level when it comes to that. And I'm sure he apologized for doing that. When he wants his graphic novel, he crushed him on the bed. That was funny. I'm sure he did that. They both did that for a video, and I'm sure he apologized, saying, "Sorry, I crushed you." And also, we've seen, and also, guys, we've seen over the years, we've seen how Jesse was pursuing Angry Grandpa and Kid Behind the Camera, saying that the videos were fake, and as a friend, like it's like how what we've seen right there. Kid Behind the Michael was actually upset with the fact that he was actually making fun of, divorce, having a dad that destroyed things. He said he was making fun of it, and I know that maybe he was in on it. Obviously, I mean, I have a feeling maybe Mike and Bridget were in on it too. But also, guys, when we seen him break into his house and hiding it out because they were kicked out, obviously, um, you kind of think that I'm sure there was an apology. We've seen apologies even when they had a sit down. Also, after when they fought each other, they apologized to each other and they said, "You're supposed to be my friend." And come on, we've seen all of that, and I'm like, where's the apology? I'm sure you guys understand this. I mean, I want you guys to know that this is not how it's supposed to be. Also, here, let's get back to that video because I want to see if it actually went a little further than that on that point. Let's see.
$3 million fucking dollars.
It's possible I could have gotten fucked more than I realized.
So it just doesn't make sense.
So I guess just going back to deck chair, why do you say that it's illegal and you can't talk about this sale of the company?
Yeah, so
and just to be honest, I think you did tell us that you put millions into this before we got into business with you. But I was thinking in my mind, like he's got his own video player, like he's coded. Like, he's actually got some assets here that he's created, that he's coded. And then to find out that you're using Vimeo Player and all this other stuff, things aren't adding up. Something is wrong here. Then, Mike, if we remember correctly, wasn't he, like, saying Storyfire was going to be shut down, but because him and Bryant were fighting, and then he saved it because of some – like, what was the thing that he lied to us about?
So he told us.
We're getting
so
some
he
weird
uploaded
feedback.
a video saying there was.
All right, all through that video, guys, they even say that they actually are saying that they don't believe that there's a deck chair out there, a person. They even ask who is deck chair, and still Jesse's avoiding the question. But all I can say, guys, I'm sure we all want to know who he is, but that makes me wonder, like, where exactly. Now, guys, this is exactly. Let's see. Let's take an apology. Instead, on social media and blasted Jesse. It was all the time. If it wasn't there. If somebody offends you doesn't mean you go do the same. It's called hypocrisy. Guys, hey, this is why I like talking to Larry. Larry makes sense of a lot of things. Says right here, this is what he says. Swift didn't seek an apology. He instead went on social media and blasted Jesse. It was all for attention. If it wasn't that, then Swift would have reached out to Jesse, but he chose not to. Just because somebody offends you doesn't mean you go out and do the same to them. That's called hypocrisy. Guys, this is why I like talking to Uncle Larry here. Larry is the cool guy. You're right. let you know that I'm doing a reaction video on my point of view. I also watched what happened last night on that guy's podcast. Now I'm letting him know. That's a good point. For Jesse to make a joke like that, and also instead of says for Swift to not talk to Jesse and literally just say, "What the heck, man? Why did you say that's not funny?" I mean, come on, guys. He has his number. I'm sure they both have their numbers. I'm surprised that these guys are not even like uh, just talking or just trying to like have water under the bridge, all that stuff. Guys. It's just in my opinion, guys. I think this could have been avoided a lot. I think that's the thing. That's like what Larry told me. That's the thing about social media. Social media, a lot of things can happen. A lot of things can happen, and it makes you wonder like where it's going to happen. That's the thing. Now let's just see what. Larry gave me a lot of good points on what's going on here, and it's basically the same thing that we just heard on there. Yeah, I give you my point of view, but listening to your words made me realize that this could have been handled differently. So, guys, I'm sure you guys understand. I'm sure you guys have seen every single tweet on what's going on right there. And to me, this could have been avoided. Now, nothing against Swift or Jesse. I still look up to them, and everything that we're seeing here, we're seeing two YouTubers that we've grown to know through YouTube, through their videos. Also friends for a long time, like I said, 5 years. They are literally just this was blown out of proportions. I think this could have been avoided if they just talked to each other instead of just acted like what Jesse said on their World War III things like that arguments. It, there should like it's like what Uncle Larry says: no hate, just love. No hate needed, just love. You kind of think right there that maybe this could have been avoided. Like it's like what Larry said. This could have been avoided um if Emily just reached out to Jesse saying I saw what you did and I didn't like it, and yeah, that was it. Case closed. But right now we're just seeing two friends just argue each other, and judging from what Larry is saying, that hearing from Jesse today, hopefully it's done with. I guess judging from what we're hearing, what he just said, maybe, in my opinion, I think it's best if they don't talk to each other for a good period of time, and also not post anything until this thing is dissolved. Uh, it kind of makes you wonder. There, I got to say something here. Hey, Larry, everything that you're writing me about how it is inspirational to me. I knew that talking to you would be a lot easier to make this video. See, if there's only one person I think we should that knows a lot about things and how everybody feels is Uncle Larry. And yeah, he said it could have, or definitely should have been. That's how it's handled differently. In life, it isn't about how something about it isn't about how something happens to you. It's how you react to it. Everyone has a choice to either love or hate. Now that's perfect. I'm using your quotes for my video. Also, he said, yeah, Swift chose the wrong path and never and but yeah, Swift chose the wrong path here. He should have just called instead of just blasted on this. I think right. I think at this point, guys, they're both at fault. But hey, I have lots of love for for Mcjuggernuggets and Emily Saxton. I really do. But this thing could have been handled differently if they just talked to each other on the phone instead of just blasting each other on the internet. But Larry made a good point, and I think that's best. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is blown out of proportion? I do. Everything I said in the beginning of this video, yeah. Now, judging from now talking to Larry right now about what's going on or how it should have been handled, to me, yeah, it makes me rethink everything that makes me take back everything I said in this video. I think saying that Jesse's at fault, but it's both of them that are at fault right here. If Emily didn't like that joke, he should have just wrote to him or maybe joked back to him, or instead of just blowing this out of proportions here. I mean, hey, friends jab at each other. Come on, that's how it is. You're not a real friend if you can't take a joke if your friend says it, but also if you fight back with another joke, there you go. Both sides win. You can laugh it off. That's basically what it is. But if you don't have a sense of humor, and if you're friends with somebody and you don't have a sense of humor on that's basically like there. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I did not enjoy this video because I was saying that maybe I didn't want to, but I wanted to react to this on the situation of what we're seeing. And like I said, Jesse had a lot at his table. When I watched it, and I'm seeing Keemstar and his friend literally laughing at them. They were literally laughing at Emily and Jesse arguing over the phone over irrelevant things. I just found that very sad and also upsetting that these guys are on a podcast with Keemstar who has a lot of viewers. And now, I just hope that Jesse and Emily are not going to lose any subscriptions. This could have been avoided if they just talked to each other. That's fine, but be careful, please. I want it all to go away. That's what Larry said. Now, I don't think you can actually see that, but yep, that's what he wrote. That is what he wrote me. So, at that point, guys, I think maybe we got to that point. It's just well, I'm going to end this video right here because I got to get ready for work, and hopefully this thing will blow over. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reaction gameplay. I wouldn't drop some likes on this. I really wouldn't. I would not. It's just my point of view. This could have been handled differently. But they went the wrong direction. Jesse took the wrong turn. Emily took the wrong turn. They're both lost now. It only depends on if they get on the right road to peace and forgiveness. Have a good day, guys, and don't forget, like I always said, stay positive and don't hate on them, because I'm not.